How do you measure value when it comes to entertainment? Is it a matter of money paid versus hours enjoyed? Or do you place more value on the quality of your enjoyment? Those questions lead us to another important one regarding price. How much is too much? The recent trailer for the new Total War Warhammer 3 DLC, Shadows of Change, was one I and many others were eagerly awaiting. All throughout the video, my excitement level is pretty high, and despite all that hype and energy, my enthusiasm quickly died off when I saw the price on the Steam page. $25. Now, as a disclaimer, I am part of Creative Assembly's verified content creator program, and as part of that, I get early and free access to upcoming content. Before you accuse me of complaining about something I get for free, here's some context. Total War Warhammer is my favorite game of all time. Seriously, I love this game. It introduced me to Warhammer Fantasy about 7 years ago, and that since has turned into my pretty much obsession with the Warhammer Fantasy universe. I own every single Warhammer army book and almost every other piece of associated literature. I've bought every single DLC and gladly supported Creative Assembly as the game's developers. But when it comes to money, $25 is a lot for a single piece of DLC. When it came to the Chaos Dwarves, I understood possible reasons for why its price increased, even if I didn't agree with all of them. Even if I didn't get free access to that DLC from Creative Assembly, I would have still paid for the Chaos Dwarves. They're one of my favorites, and I think that they did a really good job making the race. But when it comes to the newly announced Shadows of Change, the amount of content being offered and its price point of $25 is just ridiculous in my opinion. But when it comes to the new format that's starting with Shadows of Change, I and many others don't feel like the content we are being promised is equivalent to the price point that Creative Assembly is asking anymore. We're jumping from about $10 for 2 Legendary Lords and their units and mechanics to $25 for 3 Legendary Lords and their mechanics. I don't think that the price is justified so far. It feels like we're getting less content for a higher price point. Because even counting inflation and things like that, I think a lot of us would feel a lot better if the price point for this DLC was around $18 to $20. And that's even high for some people as well. But I think the big thing that I'm really peeved about is really the amount of stuff that's coming with the Legendary Lords. Because Legendary Lords can be really, really fun, but the enthusiasm that you have for their campaigns can kind of wear off. I think the thing that gives the most diversity to the race are the units that come with it. And with this one so far, we know that we're not getting generic lords for every race. We're not getting generic heroes for every race. So I haven't got my hands on it yet, but this is just kind of my thoughts right now, is that it just feels like Creative Assembly or Sega, whoever's in charge of the price point, it feels like they're becoming greedy. I don't think that Creative Assembly has the goodwill that they developed during Warhammer 2's life cycle, which was really, really good. Warhammer 3 had a really poor launch, and then it took forever for us to get Immortal Empires, which came also with the Champions of Chaos DLC. So it just feels like any goodwill that we would have had for Creative Assembly, they've already squandered. And so increasing this price is just kind of going to put a lot of people off and hopefully not push them away from the series forever. But I think that might happen for a lot of people, as they'll feel like this is too much. With that said, be kind to developers and community managers when you see them. Just try to express your thoughts in productive ways and kind ways. And with that said, I'm Fohammer. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you guys next time.